Good morning, guys. Today we are going to talk about the first part of the communication presentation. We have been talking about network and the internet. طبعا according to this we are going to communicate using the internet. The main method of communication while using the internet is the email. There are كده some information about communicating with others while using an email. النورمال ايميل بيبقى most of the time not copyrighted, okay. لكن if there is a big organization or bank or whatever, they protect their email by creating a copyright for this using the copyright law. هما ليه بيعملوا كده؟ لأن this email shouldn't be move أو copied to the third party دون اللي هو when you access to the internet بيبقى فيه option ان الانفورميشن اللي انت بتدخلها دي to go to the third party. والمفروض ان اي ويب سايت بي ask you first do you accept ان انت الانفورميشن بتاعتك دي to be used using the third party دي اللي هي companies بتuse your data او بتسيف your data for many reasons. كويس. فهو طبعا if this email is very important it should be copyrighted or protected by the copyright and it shouldn't be forward to the third party. Okay. ليه بقى your email may be hacked؟ طبعا for very common reasons all of us know اللي هي having a weak password or leaving your computer without signing out or sharing your computer with someone else. Most of the time you are using the same application so your email is signed in. طبعا due to this risk of having a weak password or whatever, your email may be hacked or you receive a phishing or farming email. الphishing or farming emails دي اللي هي emails that seems to be legal from a bank, from a big organization, from Hotmail, from wherever. Then these emails are asking for your personal data and take this. Okay guys, now we're gonna talk about the spam mail. Spam, all of you know that this spam most of the time goes to the junk mail. Spam could be a part of a phishing or it could be something to hack your computer, to access your personal data, to collect important information about you, whatever. يعني this is called the spam. Most of the time if there is a filter في الجيميل أو في الهوتميل, الفلترز دي هي بتعمل ايه؟ هي بتتشيك الايميلز and if this email seems to be a spam one that be phishing or farming or whatever, they should send it to the junk mail. What are the effective if you have a spam mail؟ طبعا spam mail دي mainly for hacking. You shouldn't answer this spam mail. And if even برضو if you don't answer this spam mail, if there are a lot of spam mails in your email inbox or junk mail, طبعا it may cause that the traffic to be slower. طبعا there is something famous about email, that email groups, and انت put all the participants or the some contacts related to your friends مثلا your work or whatever in group, and when you send the email you just choose the group name and send it as bulk emails. This is طبعا an easy way of sending an email to a group of people. Most of us know about this. How to avoid or to prevent spam mail from affecting your computer? And most of the time use this filter. Check that this filter is working in your email. That حتى most of the time Hotmail make it automatically that any suspected email they send to the junk mail. If you receive an email and you don't trust, never to sign up for any commercial mailing list. Most of the time the commercial mailing lists are just for having your data or your personal data, never to sign up for this. And don't reply to any spam mail. Okay, don't reply to any spam mail. If there is an option to ask you to give your mail or your data to the third party, untick or uncheck this one. طيب most of us طبعا know that HTTP أو hear about HTTP أو most of the time the websites start with HTTP or HTTPS. HTTP is one of the famous protocol. هي the word protocol itself means a group of rules. أول لما أقول كلمة protocol it means that group of rules. For the internet البروتوكول it's rules which are followed when transferring information across the internet. فأنا دلوقتي you're accessing a website فبيقول لك إن الويب سايت دون is using this protocol يعني هو is following these rules. Okay. With these rules, if you access to the internet and what is meant exactly by this protocol, فهيقول لك إيه rules اللي agreed between the sender and the receiver. HTTP is something HTTPS the same but more secured. S here refers for being more secured. Okay. طيب. We have a very common terminology called URL. Most of the time I ask you access to this URL. URL اللي هو الويب سايت. هو الويب سايت ادرس يعني الويب سايت ادرس دون مثلا www.greenheights.edu.eg this is the URL but هو inside the internet is represented by numbers بس because these numbers are not that familiar or easy to remember they transfer or they change or they convert these numbers into letters, okay, to be more familiar and more friendly. URL uniform resource locator, and this is what is we call the website address or the web page address. Okay. For example, if I go here and http greenheights.edu model grade 12 for example, HTTP is the protocol, okay, اللي هو hypertext transfer protocol. greenheights.edu this is the website address اللي هو URL اللي هو represented by number. بعد كده inside بقى URL دون there is some folders and each folder of these has a path. This is فمعناها ان انا when I open Greenheights automatically there is a folder called Moodle. Then in Moodle I have some files. For example, I have this file called grade12.html. whatever. Okay. This is protocol, website, address, path, and file name. There is another protocol called the file transfer protocol. الفايل ترانسفير بروتوكول ده the very famous protocol to transfer files مش بقى using the internet from one computer to another لا ده one أو from sender to receiver ده from one to computer to the server. يعني دلوقتي I created a website والويب سايت ده one is just a folder. If I want to put this folder on the server I should as a whole كده I should copy this folder to the server. How to copy or how to move this folder from my computer to the server? I'm gonna use FTP protocol. We have FTP protocol and we have very famous FTP programs اللي هي البروجرامز دي using ال FTP protocol اللي هي help me to copy from one computer to another. فمثلا the most famous one is called FileZilla. FileZilla down is just an application you open, you enter your website address and your password because you are at the admin, then you choose your folder to copy from this computer to another. Okay. We have spoken before about this, the internet server provider. We only here from its name كده ISP internet server provider اللي هي the company or the organization that provides you with the internet connection. Like مثلا in Egypt here TE data. خلاص انت دلوقتي you are using whatever computer or whatever device and you want access to the internet. who is gonna give you access to the internet اللي بيخلي الانترنت اصلا is working at your organization or home اللي هو ال ISP اللي هي زي TE data زي فودافون or whatever. هم they take line from the server directly from the internet and they pass it to you. طيب the last for today we are going to talk about the cloud. طبعا you know guys الكلاود ده ان انا I'm saving something on the cloud of the internet اللي هي online storage. زي كده like my email. هو انا الايميلز دي are saved on my computer ولا on my mobile؟ لا it is saved on the cloud. Because of that I can access from any place on the world. Okay. um, الأونلاين like مثلا Google Drive. يعني if you access here, I know that most of you know about Google Drive. If I go here, and I access to here I access to my mail and access the drive. So I can see that this drive, I can upload many files, I can upload a lot of stuff here. It can be as portable كده flash memory or portable drive with me. Advantages it's very clear طبعا. Advantages in it can be accessed from any place. You don't have to carry your flash memory or any storage device, external hard drive. There is always a solution backup for your files. if you are not using your laptop now and you need important files, so there is a way to bring it from the cloud. Of course, most of the time it gives you free storage capacity. مثلا I think the Gmail or the Google starts with 5 giga. Disadvantages, most of the time it can be hacked. يقول لك بقى depending on the internet connection. طبعا it's easier to copy something using a flash memory than downloading. Sometimes if you ask for extra storage طبعا they ask you for extra cost. That's all. Thank you guys, and this is today's lesson.